Okay, we are live. Hello, it's Michiodai. And today we are gonna continue on from here. Like the previous stream, I said that we were gonna draw the backgrounds and I ended up just like doing a flat color for Cleone. I ended up just doing all streams, so don't call me back, and don't call me a taro too. I love taro. Taro milkshakes are the shit. Taro bubble tea is good. Yeah, I went ahead and did the sketch for the background like off stream, and I did the tables as well. And oh, where's the parfait? Here's the parfait. It's new parfait, new drawing for parfait. I mean, the thing is that before that the sketches were really rough, so I really had to the sketch, the initial sketch was like this, like that was it. I had nothing to go from here, so I had to flesh it out, and that's what I did. Chair, table, and I got another table item. It could have been a pot of plants, but I think we have enough plants as it is. I'm gonna die already. I will either have to find a brush or just be extremely rough with it. I think I can afford to be extremely rough with the backgrounds, because they're not the main focus. Perspective lines too, I had to go through that. I shouldn't be super. Okay, actually I'm quite loud. Maybe I'll put the... I think I might be a bit too loud. I'm gonna lower down my voice a little bit. Test. I think this is okay. Yeah. I'm afraid that because I had one stream where I was really loud, and I kept like crackling out. I kept crackling out. When I'm streaming, my voice tends to like get louder and I'm projecting and all that. So that's what I'm a little worried about. Okay, so today I'm starting off with the chair first. So I'm just gonna turn off everything else and just focus on the chair. We're doing architecture first. Not architecture, just furniture. But if you would permit me, I wanna use some sanity first. Give me a second. Also, do you want to do the free roll, Mince?
Yes.
We can do it on stream, but like, I'm not gonna show my game on stream. Wait, what do you mean by no permit? What? For what? Oh, no. No. Please permit. No. Just let me know when you're ready. I'm on the screen. Okay. What's that? What's going on there? I have a couple of stuff to talk about, but at the same time, not really anything to talk about. Okay. How much you got? What the hell? I'm always getting 300. Fucking shit. Yeah. Oh. 5-star. Yippee! What's this? Why am I getting Bluetooth to something? That's weird. Alright, I got Kafka again. Vanilla. Senshi's like mortal enemy. I don't know. Greatest enemy. I'm sure Senshi would understand if like Vanilla was like, no, don't eat the slugs, they're my friends. Or you can eat those slugs, not just not her slugs. Ooh. Sorry, there's a lot of stuff to do in Arknights. I got base management as well. No, the people are dying. I have to save them in the Arknights. Remember, like, the first advertisement I've seen of Arknights is them like, oh, it's like the ER and the doctor and stuff, and just like, what's going on with this patient? Oh, they need help and stuff. That is like the doctor is like, I know what can help them. Arknights, and he pulls out his phone and like stuff, and I'm like, oh my god. Like that was how tone deaf, like thanks a lot, Yosta. Like that kind of shit is like they just focused in on the part where it's like, oh, there's a disease plaguing this world, and Arknights, like Rhodes Island is a bunch of doctors and stuff, and they're trying to save the world, and like that's one aspect. It's not really, and they don't really make a joke out of it either, but you're making a joke out of it, so I'm like, maybe Hypergrid should just like keep in Asia and like, you know, just how about hiring like some Thai advertisements? Like I'm sure they do a far better job than whatever the hell Yostar is doing. I got clues. Clues schmooze. Where? I don't gotta draw. No one else. What? Oh. Oh. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm playing. Let me just put on a some. I just need to put on AFK. Something AFK. All right. Do I even want AFK this much? I'll just AFK a little bit. All right. Okay. Back to chair. We need a chair for Cleone. If not, she's just gonna be sitting without no chair. She's just gonna be using her strong legs and tail. Okay. This might be a little boring. It's just a lot of perspective and furnituring. So please forgive me, but I hope the stuff I talk about will be interesting, because I don't think they are. Like, I don't really have much of a plan on what to talk about. I can talk about some dumb stuff. Well, just the recent thing is that, like, so I was very close to not streaming drawing today because why is this red? Oh. Those oh. Okay. Basically for dinner I cooked shogayaki, and what's that? What is going on here? Oh, I'm picking the wrong tool. I cooked shogayaki for dinner, and I was really close to not streaming drawing because if you know what shogayaki is, it's ginger pork. It's really good. It's a Japanese dish. It's ginger pork, and it's awesome. I can still feel the ginger in my mouth. I think I've never, the things that I've never cooked it before. And I grossly underestimated how much ginger is needed. I thought, okay, they need 100 grams of ginger. Okay, 100 grams maybe doesn't sound so bad, but now when I think about it, when after I did it, 100 grams is a lot of ginger. That's a lot of ginger. So I ended up using all the ginger I had left. And the thing is, for the ginger, right? It has to be grated. And well, okay, hold on. You know, 100 grams. They say 100 grams, and it's 100 grams of ginger juice. It's not even the ginger itself. So I was lacking in ginger already. And to get this juice, you'd have to grate the ginger. And the issue is, I wanted this. There's actually a proper grater for this, like for this method, but I tried to look at Daiso the other time to look for this grater, but they didn't have it. So what I had, basically what I have on hand that I've been using to grate my stuff for is that it's not a cheese grater kind. It's the grater that basically what I have is, okay, it's a peeler. So we use the peel potatoes. And what's neat about it is that on one side of the handle, like there are these little spokes here, and what these spokes are is that they are kind of, you know how you get wasabi? Why did I say this so weird? Wasabi, right? Well, when you get wasabi, you have to grate the wasabi. Basically, this is what's needed. And like grated daikon, is this kind. You don't use a cheese grater. You don't use the cheese grater with the big holes or small holes even. You don't get the ones with the holes. You get the ones with the like little nubs and spikes and stuff. And it's just a flat surface. There's no holes here. And this thing is, it's a small ass like peeler. It's a really small peeler, and I basically have to take the ginger and grate it, and that was rough. What I'm supposed to get was basically like this. It looks like a dish. It kind of looks a bit like a cigarette bin. What do they call that? Cigarette bins. And there'll be this like little mound or something here, and they will have the little spikes here, the little spooky spikes. So you'd be grating. It's kind of like a lemon squeezer, where you just grate, but you know, lemon squeezers have this kind of shape, and basically the juice will be collected around the circumference, around the rim, and so grating the ginger on a flatter surface that doesn't really move, and the juice will collect there. It was so easy, but Daiso doesn't have that, so I had to use my like the ones that we had, which was just this one, and I think the previous tenants of this house, because like this is not something that we bought. The previous tenants of this house had it, and I don't think they used it. They don't cook that much. So I was pretty much the only one using this tool, and it had the spokes. And basically, I feel that it's like these spokes has been worn out so much. So I had a really tough time grading them. And so to sum it up, I ended up spending a whole 20 minutes plus to like grate this 100 grams, this giant mound of ginger. And hold on, this is a little, think, yeah, I spent a whole 20 minutes. Like, it was a workout. I was sweating so hard. I was stanking. It was really bad. They had another ingredient to grate, and that was onions. And it was just okay. Thankfully, it was like, oh, great. 1 tablespoon of onion. 1 tablespoon is fine. But that 1 tablespoon was it was really bad. Like you know how cutting onions, if you have a really blunt knife, basically what's happening is that like your knife is so blunt that when you're cutting the onion, it will squeeze out the juice and the vapors from the onion, and basically those vapors is what you inhale or like goes in your eye, and like you end up crying. It stings and it hurts. And grating this was terrible. It's what the like I don't know what the hell, it's such a terrible idea. So yeah, 20 minutes of like grating the ginger and 20 like and just like also just crying my eyes out from grating an onion. Was it worth it? The ginger pork was really good, I think. Was it good, Mince? Did you like it? Oh, I mean that's fine. Like the pile of ginger there, right? I didn't eat it, so like
eating it because you said you took 20 minutes
oh,
to like it, but then like I was like, I can't eat this.
no.
It's so spicy.
Sorry, yeah, no. It's I kind of just put that because it ended up being like, oh, after you grated the ginger, all you need is like 2 to 3 teaspoons of ginger. So like that's a lot that like I just ended up not using. I was like, I'm not gonna keep this ginger unless we, well, shucks, we actually have gyoza in the fridge, but too late now. The ginger's in the trash. Yeah, so it's fine, you don't have to eat it. It's like having there's like raw ginger as well, so it's just
you can't just tell me now I already ate it.
do you take like a huge chunk of it?
Not a huge chunk, but I did pick up like
Oh, it's a clump is more than wow. No, baby. I didn't know. I kind of just put it there as like the grated radish or some shit that you know you don't eat, or like you don't eat, I eat it. No, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, baby. Eh, um, hey, yeah, so that's rough. Thankfully, it's not, thankfully it isn't, it didn't ask for grating ginger, because I've grated ginger before. Basically, there's a whole story, well, not really a whole story, but more of like the background of this is basically that the ginger powder, you know, some recipes call for like, oh, garlic powder or onion powder, and we do have those here. I don't know how to keep them properly. I don't know why. It's just I'm chalking it up to the weather. Like the climate in this place is basically like it's really humid. So sorry, the mic went, I went so loud there. Basically we have a very humid climate here, and I think powdery stuff, especially for something as sticky as garlic, what we have now is a solidified chunk of garlic powder that's extremely disgusting and is sticky and is inside of a bottle right now. All that powder just got condensed up. You know the what is it? There used to be a sweet. I don't know if they have it now, but there used to be a sweet, like there's Horlicks, and it's kind of like that. It's like the powdered up drink like you have from Milo or whatever thing, and it's like malty, and then it's just like they all clumped up together. It's not great. So basically what I have to return to doing is that my alternative is to grate garlic, so like actual garlic, and sometimes it's fine, most of the time it's not. Basically what happens is that garlic can is kind of bitey. It's a spicy. So grating it with like my bare fingers, and I have to do it with bare fingers. I can't grate on that thing with like plastic covered gloves, cause like the garlic would probably slip off and stuff. I wouldn't have enough friction for to hold on to like whatever's being grated. So it was really spicy. The good side of that, my fingertips would smell like garlic for the entire night or something until I really wash it really hard, and garlic smells great. I love garlic. That proves that I'm not a vampire. That's one thing you guys know about me, that I'm not a vampire. One more thing you guys know about me. Yeah. So yeah. Huh. And it's fine. Cleone, can you sit on the seat? Alright. That's alright. I haven't really curved these edges yet. There's kind of mundane stuff that I can do off stream. I want to try to keep the more mundane stuff off stream, so you guys get something fun to watch. So the table's next. What else? I kind of screwed up the tamagoyaki because I poured too much of it. The heat distribution on our pan sucks as well. I hope the new stove at the new place is gonna be better. I don't know about these non-stick pans. I think I just need to heat the pan longer and like maintain it there. I think that's just how it has to be. I think I might put it in too soon, but basically only the center area of the egg was being cooked, so the sides was kind of, and bear in mind I'm using a circular pan for this tamagoyaki. I'm not using a tamagoyaki pan, like specific pan. And the thing is that the pan that I was using, I was kind of lazy. Basically to at least defend myself. What I like to do is that I like to try to keep things like cooking as effective as possible, and what I mean by that is to use less cooking stuff, you know, in a sense where like one pot meals. Basically the essence of one pot meals is that you want to cook everything in one singular pot so you have less stuff to wash. And basically that's what I was trying to do. So I cooked the pork and I just used the same pan for it, and the pan is like a wok. It's a non-stick wok, and the non-stick wok is extremely, well, not extremely, it's just heavy. It's heavy. It's not like a egg frying pan, like a normal pretty small frying pan that I usually use to cook my eggs, actually. No, I made a mistake, and I thought like, okay, I'll try using this. It's not gonna be great, and I was right, that it wasn't gonna be good. And so I put the heat distribution wasn't great. It was kind of difficult to lift the pan up. And because I put too much egg, some of it fell over when I was trying to flip the egg and roll it up. And the problem about that is that when you're rolling up the omelet, you can't have a lot of uncooked eggs, because what happens is that the uncooked eggs is gonna go onto the pan. It's gonna flow off onto the pan, and that part of the pan that is flowing off onto is where the egg was, like where the cooked egg was. and now it's not oiled up. Yeah, so when it's not oiled up, then the egg sticks really hard onto the pan. No matter if it's non-stick or not, it will stick. And especially because I have cooked something else on it before. So it's it's not greased, basically. It's not greased enough to let go of the egg. The egg is not being let go. Yep. So it sucked, but in the end it actually came out kind of nice. It was really fluffy. Fluffy is like, you know, it's kind of like, it was like a cake. It was really soft. I kind of liked it in the end. Um, Presentation wise, didn't look too great. Eating wise, I was like, okay, yeah, this is actually kind of nice. I think I whipped it well. Yeah. Okay. And we had some spinach as well that I marinated in since after lunchtime. Basically I was just trying to create like a 3-meal Japanese dinner, that kind of thing. But it's missing the miso soup. I could make miso soup, but I wouldn't have the tofu chunks because we didn't buy tofu. So I skipped out on that. And I think it was fine because I don't know. I was expecting. I made I made a lot of dishes, and like 3 dishes, and like it was quite big in portions. So I was thinking like, okay, maybe we don't have to finish this. We can eat this tomorrow, like the leftovers tomorrow. I can find out what else to cook for it to top it up. And we ended up eating up everything, which makes me feel guilty now. Yeah, the main reason was that I want to be more conscious with what I cook, so I thought like, okay, I'm gonna cook a healthy Japanese meal. There was this guide that said like, oh, to lose weight, you can substitute with having more proteins and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'll have more proteins. I'll have egg. Egg is a lot of protein. Um, and like I looked at the pork and it's like that shouldn't be enough. That shouldn't be enough to like fill us up just by its own. So I'm gonna cook tamagoyaki. Yeah, we ended up finishing everything, and it's, you know, tamagoyaki is really cute and fluffy and nice. It's also really scary because of how easy it can be um to just eat a lot of it. Um it's really scary because it's egg that's kind of rolled up and condensed. It's pure egg. It's like it's this block of just egg. And what makes up this block is pure egg. So basically this is gonna make you feel really guilty, means I'm sorry, but like it is my fault. It's my fault. I can't that one tamagoyaki that we had 4 eggs. Granted, I think I ate most of it, so thank goodness at least for that. Uh, yeah, the thing about it's kind of difficult because like after we ate some, it just felt like we could eat more, and the like when we took like bits and bits and bits, right? It ended up becoming like, oh, well, there's not a lot left over. If we actually leave things over, it's not gonna be that much. So we may as well eat it up. At least that was my mentality when I was just eating it all up. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. That's why I was like, oh, maybe we can finish it. I I don't know. I'm sorry, Minge. I'm, I'm sorry. Uh, yeah, I don't know how well like substituting certain foods with protein actually helps that much, because I think you also have to be selective with what protein you eat. I mean, eggs is kind of like a harmless protein, right? It's not like, oh, okay, they say I have to eat protein, so I ate 1,000 grams of like beef today, and I'm like, no, God, no, like, no, you're gonna get gout from that or something. Yeah, like you have to be selective with it. So I know that Mince's parents does eat egg. Like they like to buy a whole tray of eggs, like a whole carton tray of eggs, and they'll eat it. I mean, I don't know how often they eat it. That's the thing. I don't know what's the schedule like for that, but they eat less rice. Like her mom and dad would share like one rice bowl together, and yeah, when you're eating mala, I'm just like, that sounds like hell. I'm like, don't you want the rice to enjoy with the mala, the spice and stuff? Yeah, but your mom doesn't. It's like, oh, when she does, when it's mala, she does. Right, right. But otherwise, besides mala, I think she they share a lot of meals. Yeah, so I'm not so sure what the tactic is to lose weight with just subbing in protein. They said the tactic is to, oh, because protein takes longer to digest, and like a lot of the suggestions is like, oh, this thing takes longer to digest, like brown rice, for example, or red rice. Basically they're uh, red rice. What? Water? Wait, water? Oh, right, that was your previous like name, yeah. No, red beer sake. Even though she doesn't drink that much. Yeah, but many of characters do. I don't know. Do they? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a tea guy. I don't know about it. All right. Hello, Kay. Proteins need to be selected carefully, especially. Yeah, that's the thing. Like you can't call a burger a protein and just be like, yeah, I'll eat a ton of that. I'll sub it in. No, no, no means no. I I need to find out how to help Minz. And the thing is that I'm gonna end up cooking less because I found a new job, and this new job basically has less free time, and I feel like I'm gonna be working a lot harder with this new job. So she still found a photo where I want to wear condoms. I was so skinny. me me Why'd she even find that photo? It's cursed, you know.
She was no, but she was searching my name up on Instagram. She was trying to find my Instagram, and all she found was people like reposting my art. And then like apparently, I guess Dojima also wrote on their Instagram that about the competition because the photo of it was there. So.
What they repost in your art?
Because they keep thinking I don't have an Instagram, even though I have.
Well, you kind of don't.
But now, I deleted it recently. But the art they reposted is like my old.
Wait, you deleted it?
Yeah, I deleted it.
Oh, okay.
Because every time I tried to revive it, I ended up losing like followers, and I was like,
yeah, like I think like was yeah.
Oh, like people say, oh, Instagram is so much better for art, and I'm like, no.
I don't think it is. I don't think Instagram is good for art. You have a lot of bunch of reposters there.
Yeah.
And art thieves there. Instagram is a lot of art thieves, don't they?
Yeah, there is. I mean, apparently, like they did credit my Twitter, but who the fuck cares, right?
Yeah, people on Instagram might not care about that. IG is good for memes. IG is the new FB. Yeah, IG is. It's just a it's a new social media site. Like that's all it is. I think it's just for photos. I feel it's mainly for photos. I don't think it's for art. Like the same way as like, oh, some people would say, oh, is like Pinterest is good for art, and I'm like, is good for people who collect art. Maybe. Anyway, thanks Kay for the congrats on the new job. Everywhere kind of has their share of art thieves. Yeah, the thing is that it's getting a lot worse. We were watching this one video of like wait, I forgot who was it. The AI. Yeah, Danny Gonzalez. He was like talking about like, oh, boomers like thinking that AI art is real and like falling for it, and like, yeah, this is what we were afraid of. We said like say no to AI, and people said yes to AI, and that is now everyone has such easy access to it, and they are creating all this stuff to basically create as much clickbait as possible, and like there's people falling for it like crazy. Well, I say there's people, but some of the people, in fact, well, not in fact, but like I'm pretty sure they are as bots as well. Like, you know, the P in bio bots, that kind, like those people, like they're there for fake engagement, and it's really demented when what they're doing is like, oh, we have AI that like generates content, like generates like what is it, interaction and clicks for video. Sorry, I kind of screwed up here. Like not video, but like say postings and stuff. Is that like it's basically just to get the YouTube money or like whatever social media money, or it's like, oh, okay, this person actually is pretty popular. And the thing is that some of their popularity is just comes from bots who just liked and like subscribed just on a whim. And it's not a real person. So they're just giving money to people like who are just gaming the system and like it's just everything just feels so disingenuine, and it sucks for the people who do actually want to find an audience, and they're just getting cut by all these bots and stuff, and these generative AI artists, they're not artists, generate AI art characters, creators that create the most horrifying stuff. Actually, they're entertaining in a very horrifying way. I don't know how the hell like these people actually fall for this stuff. It gets really obvious, and like I don't know why. And you know, even one of the local banks here, that I'm not gonna say which one, is using like AI art in their stuff. Is very like the bussy ass is Big Bussy ass is actually using AI art, and it's just like I just see it right there, and just like I can tell it's literally from the shading. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, like they very well like embrace it, and I don't know, maybe if I find another bank that has better stuff, then maybe I might move to it, because right now my Big Bussy ass like thing doesn't really have much of a I don't think the benefits from the bank is really good. And it's the same bank that was like, oh, you know what, maybe you can invest in us, and like I'm just thinking of like investments, and I'm like, I think it's a scam. Investments are a scam. It's created by banks and corporations just to make you pay more money to them. They say grow your money, but it's literally the money that's being grown is coming from other people, isn't it? Money does not grow on trees, it comes from people. And the banks are the ones who will control like how much money is printed. So yeah, I'm not gonna go into that conspiracy theory. Yeah, AI is terrible. And how accessible it is just, it's just kind of, yeah, I don't like it. I can't really formulate anything to say. We did watch a video of Drew Gooden talking about modern cars nowadays, and it actually is pretty insightful. Like it was kind of like, maybe it was a little bit ranty, because like, you know, it's like, oh, he ended up in a bit of a bit of a pickle with his new car and stuff, and like it was like, oh, okay, this is just your account thing. But like after a while, it's like, no, he has a point. He actually does have a point. Basically he's saying that cars nowadays, they like to put a lot of their functions into a touchscreen or just a very inconspicuous button, like a button that, because like, cars nowadays, they don't have a manual joystick. Well, I say joystick. I can't drive a car. Okay, I don't have a license. I don't know what that is. I just call it a joystick. The sticky. The stick is something that used to be around for manual cars and some auto cars as well. And now is is gone in favor of just a toggle button. And basically he was going on about like how that toggle button actually didn't work for his new car. And the thing is that in the older cars there would be a mechanism that would stop you from, basically he was trying to reverse his car. He's trying to reverse his car, but when he toggle it to like reverse instead of driving forward, he drove forward. And there should, in older cars, there is something to actually stop you from doing that, but clearly it doesn't work for this new car. I think there was a bug in the toggling, because the button is basically, it's not moving any gears. It's not any manual moving of any gears to like switch to reverse. It's just telling the car, I want to go in reverse. And there was a conflict because I think he was clicking the accelerator pedal at the same time that when he was switching to reverse. So that kind of bugged the car out. Shift gears, not a handbrake. Basically he was in a situation where there was a closing car gate, and his car was like partway through it, so he was thinking like, oh, I have to reverse my car. And I think that's the right way to do it as well, like the right decision. And so he was trying to shift gear to reverse. Yeah, so the handbrake would not work there. Basically he was kind of lamenting at how older cars, because they were analog, you knew with the gear shift stick, you knew which position it was in. You knew like habitually if you're on drive, or which manual gear are you at, are you on reverse and stuff. And I think a lot of it's like, even like turn signals, windshield wipers, a lot of the analog stuff that used to be on older cars. Basically they were good in the sense where like he said, they were good because they actually provided feedback, and from that feedback you knew that these things were activated. With touchscreens and like buttons, sometimes you had to look down at them to see, is this gear shift switch turned on? Is it lighted up? The touchscreen is even worse. You have to see while you're driving and you say you want to on the wipers, you have to like glance down at the touchscreen at your car and like click function, and they have like all these menus. Like, if you know how terrible it is to like go through like a game menu where they have like, oh, press these 3 lines and a whole box of settings will come up, a whole list. So there'll be what, like wipers, reverse, and all the kind of things. So imagine you're driving and you want to turn on the wipers, and you turn on, like, you accidentally press the e-brake on a highway. You're gonna die. You're gonna cause an accident. Yeah, basically that. Like, basically he was complaining how right now the biggest one basically is the Tesla model vehicles. They would reduce a lot of their functions onto this one huge touchscreen, and if you wanted to access some functions, you had to go through that. I don't know, yeah. And I think even the Tesla didn't have, you know, like it was kind of cool. Back in like maybe I think it was like 2010s or something when maybe it was in the 2000s already, but basically in the car wheel on the driver's seat you had switches to manage the radio. You had buttons on the wheel to manage the radio and stuff, and I think that was kind of cool already. It was very intuitive. You just press and yeah, it's fine. Now is you need to Tesla doesn't have that. You have to look at the screen to change the song or everything. Basically, it feels that a lot of the modern cars nowadays have too many things to distract the driver, and the thing is that uh distracted drivers are what causes accidents. Yeah. So sometimes sometimes the advancement of technologies can be kind of bad. It's situational. Not all of it is bad. It's just that sometimes you just need to keep in mind why we needed to make this technology in the first place. And here we go. We're gonna talk about the existentialism of technology and stuff. No, I don't want to go into that. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm gonna cut this topic short and talk about work. So, effective as of the end of April, my company shuttered. I can say this now. I don't think there's any NDA for it. It's not even a big company, and even the company shuttered. What's it gonna do? Literally, it's gone. So we got a heads up. Not even a month in advance, less than a month in advance. So it kind of sucked. They weren't even gonna tell us, but our boss told us, like, just for his good graces, he's like, okay, they were still kind of holding out for hope, but the thing is that right now it's really rough and the company is in a bad state, and so he gives our heads up, okay, just prepare for the worst. And then yeah, eventually the worst actually did happen, and so the company shuttered. And I'm not too surprised because the company it's very telling already. It was very telling that the company was in a bad state. It's kind of why I started doing some things like paying more attention to like my personal projects and stuff, which is something that I should have done way earlier. Then I would have like way less trouble. So I'm not gonna go into full detail. I'm just gonna say like, oh yeah, okay, it's just being shuttered. And I've been there and for 6 years. And the thing is that basically for the whole 6 years, I haven't really felt very comfortable or confident in changing jobs to a new company. Mainly because it's because of my own ability. Hold on. Oh. Maybe I can take this way. Hold on. Yeah, my own ability, you know, my own art. I'm not that confident in it. In a sense where I haven't really been in a I haven't felt like I was ever in a situation where someone was willing to pay for something that I would do. No, you shut up. If you pay, it's just going back into the house anyway. It's the same money. It's okay. No, we need to get you find we can find other people to pay and stuff and like support us. Yeah, so I was never really in a space like a hit space that was like, you know, I'm 100% confident that someone like would pay for this drawing or that kind of thing, or like would want to support me to draw more of this thing. So I've been staving off, and I'm just like, okay, I need to work on my portfolio, and I was really slow at it. Even though I had quite some free time, I didn't do it, and I have myself to blame for procrastinating and stuff. Until now, 6 years later, um, 6 years later, I'm at a point where I guess maybe it's a bit situational, because I think it depends on where, like, sort of like, who am I looking at to like sort of get money from, or like ask money from, you know, like who's my audience and stuff. If I had to say, like, you know, oh, do I want to work at Riot Games and do illustrations for them? I feel that I have like a 5% chance. I don't think I can. But if it's something like a very general 2D job which covers quite a bunch of bases, then I think I can do it. I think I have the experience for it, and basically that's what happened. The job that I have now is basically a job that Min's got a tip from a colleague, and another friend of ours actually also gave in a good word to the guy, and was like, oh, this guy's also contacted me looking for a job, and like he's a good guy, like I've known him since poly, that kind of thing. So yeah, and it's really kind of scary and like how good the timing was, because I was preparing my portfolio. I was trying to like come up with like as much stuff as possible, like working on art streams and all that kind of thing. And then this job offer came up, and I had to speed run like getting my portfolio together, and like getting my resume together and all that kind of thing to submit. And I like, it was really, it was good, because when I looked at like what they wanted and stuff, it was like, oh, they I'm really sure that I can fulfill all of these things. Like I was 100% confident that I could do it, and I've never felt that way before until now, and so I'm really glad I got the job. Even though I was 100% confident, I was still like really nervous, in the sense where I suck at interviews. Well, I say that only having 2 proper interviews so far. The interview that I got at my old company was kind of not very, no, it's not very, it's very informal, so I wouldn't really call it an interview. So why is my mouth shaped so? Calibrate. Hello. Can I smile more? Can I? Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, hold on. Tiny fix. Where is it? Stupid mouth form. What does this look like? What? Now there's no issue. What the heck? 0.2. Maybe. Okay, maybe that's better. Basically, I really suck at interviews. The one interview I had was at this other company that was really formal, and I think I managed to get feedback from it, from this company, and TLDR, they said that, you know, my portfolio could work, is good. What wasn't good was that I kept yapping and I couldn't get straight to the point. So, oh no, these are terrible. Oh, yikes. Um, yeah, basically I like even now, when I don't really have a structure of like what to talk or like know what to really answer, I I I tend to just yap away and like I would miss the point entirely. Um, these are really thick lines. Holy shit. I'm sorry. Give me a sec. Um, so yeah, it's really difficult for me to formulate answers on the fly and stuff, and so I really needed to sit down and ask myself the interview questions. And basically I kind of like how I started out was like, oh, I just took the very general like interview questions and I answered them on a notepad, and I was then like trying to rehearse the answers and like, oh, okay, if they ask this question then this is my answer, and just like, okay, what do I say, and blah 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 blah. And like it was really it's really crap because there's no way that I can remember everything. Like I am not an actor. I can't recite a whole script. I mean, I've done it before, but like that's really drilled into my head. I don't think I can drill this into my head, especially with like giving off the vibes that I want to. And I was basically like having a hoo-ha with Mins and like I was like, what is an interview? What is an interview really? What do they want to see? And I'm just like, yeah, it's a vibe check. It's a vibe. People want to check their vibes, right? Understand how your personality is like. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, so if it's a vibe check, then why do they want you to lie so hard about yourself? Like, because like a lot of the times when like I feel like you're answering interviews or and stuff, I feel like no one has been in an interview and said stuff with 100% honesty. That's what I felt. At least in a very formal context, you're meant to kind of bullshit and just be absolute positive no matter what. You can't say anything in negative no matter what. And I just feel like that kind of sucks because, like, I mean, like a human being is never fully positive. There are always ups and downs, you know. So yeah, there's that. Like, and the bullshit thing is they're like, oh yeah, these companies, so I'm gonna say the positive thing, and it's like, no, you can't be so positive. If you become so positive, then you're gonna sound really desperate and like you're really sucking up to them. And it's just like, but don't they want me to suck up to them? Do they want me to follow them? And it's like, no, but they want someone who can think. I'm like, and like, like I have no idea, like what are interviews even, man? Interviews are terrible. They do not give anyone any indication of anyone's personality. It sucks. Like, you know, basically this interview I went in, right? And thankfully the interview was actually like kind of normal. It was normal people talking. It wasn't I don't know if I would say informal. They asked the right questions and I answered them properly. Thank goodness, because it's I practice. And yeah, also I'm really thankful for Mins for like helping me with the interview, because she has a lot of experience with like how to word things. And so I just like told her like, oh, how was I gonna answer these interviews and stuff, and she would sort of like rephrase it or reword it for me, and it would sound like 10 times better. um Hold on. uh yeah, I'm really thankful for Min for that, because in the end, what it boiled down to was that I basically stopped worrying about what questions they would ask me and how I would answer them, but more of like, in my mind, I prepare what answers I would answer, and that's it. I don't think about the question, because they might not ask those questions. And in the end, they didn't ask quite a lot of those questions. But the answers that I answered, most of them were following what I actually had sort of rehearsed. So that kind of thinking was like worked out for me for the interview. Yeah, so the interview was kind of informal in a sense where it's like, I mean, I don't know if interviewers are obligated to smile because they weren't really smiling. I was the only dumbass who was smiling, and like I felt kind of awkward. I was like telling myself like, okay, no, I need a smile. I need to remember a smile. I need to remember a smile. So I smiled, and then I looked at their faces, and like they were just having normal faces, like just like they were just they weren't smiling. I mean, you can't tell my from my model because like now I'm smiling. Like now my model is smiling, but um yeah, like when there's not smiling, then I'm smiling like a dumbass idiot, and I'm like thinking like, shit, am I coming off as like I'm not taking the interview seriously? like that. Like I had that worry. Um, 大丈夫? Wait, new ramps. Yay, new ramps. Yeah, and then they asked more about my previous company. They asked about what I did at the previous company, I guess. A lot of my history and background, because I did have a 6-year experience and I was applying for basically what's a 3-year experience job. Yeah, yeah, they were kind of interested. And I kind of found out afterwards, after the interview, that another of my colleagues from the older company also got into this company. So I'm like, okay. And like he's one of the developers, he's a programmer, and I think he's pretty good. So like given with what he was got with the projects that we were supposed to handle, it was pretty good. So I'm glad he's on board. I don't know if he's on my team. Who knows? I mean I'll know next week, coming next week. I actually start work next week. So more to what happened, right? To be fair, each company has their own way of interviewing. Yeah, that's why. So I've been to like three different kinds of like three different levels of like interviewing. It's like one that's like really formal, another one that's like they came out in Bermudas and shoes and like in slippers and stuff, and like it's fine. And it's just like we're there. And like this one was like kind of normal as well. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. Yeah, the one I was the first one I was that was the really formal one that I interviewed at was the one that Mince is at now. And um it was that one's extremely formal because it was right after school. As in we were trying to find jobs after school, and like a bunch of our schoolmates applied for the job as well. So there's a lot of us to test and interview. So they had to be a lot more precise and effective with how they interviewed. So yeah, there's definitely a lot more. They will definitely be a lot more strict in that regard. Sorry, I had to blow my nose for a second. Yeah, they have to be more strict in that regard. And the thing is that for this company that I was at, there was only I was surprised because after the interview I went to talk with Minz. I went to call Minz to tell how it went. I think I was like, oh yeah, it went well and the kind of thing. Yeah. I was really confident. And then 15 minutes later, since I've left the office building, I get a call and it's from their HR, and they told me that like I have I wait, I have to remember it's also a big company. Oh, like your company? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, like the HR actually contacted me and it's like, oh yeah, we're willing to offer you this much for this job and that kind of thing, and like, oh, if you like the job letters, you can send us this, that kind of thing. So I was like, basically I got the job, and like she had to just like talk to her boss and like discuss some things and like see if I can get the job and all that. So like yeah, I got it like pretty much on the spot in that sense. And the thing is that I thought, I'm used to there being like other applicants, so perhaps they didn't have other applicants. Like it was just they wanted to go through word by mouth first and see if there's anyone that they wanted, and like they saw what I had, and I guess they liked what I said in the interview, and they said, yeah, okay, we'll hire you. I mean, I guess like for them as well, it's also maybe a little bit scary if say like there's that kind of fear if the person that you want to hire ends up, you should have contacted me sooner because I applied to this other company, that kind of thing. Like I'm not so sure what happened, but like because I remember during the interview they asked, oh, are you looking for any other place and stuff, and I'm like, I have my doors open. I don't have any particular place, but if there's anything outside the industry that I'm in right now, I would also go for that. And maybe that gave them a little spook and just like give them like, okay, no, we should hire him right now. No, that kind of thing. Like he does stuff good and stuff. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I'm really happy that worked, and it really is like the stars really aligned, and basically I got the job right before the company shuttered, and basically like I don't really have any also no, I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, so basically I managed to get a job in time without having a sort of period of time where I wasn't getting paid, or I had to rely on my savings to get by. Yeah. So it really is the stars align. It was really help from my friends and Mins. Like I really have to thank them a lot for it. And I'm actually glad that it's a job that I can with 100% confidence like go in. Like right now I'm a bit anxious because it's a small team. I don't know how the workload is going to be like. I am wondering whether I can do it or not. Same thing as normal when before starting a new job. But I will try my best, and I have to try my best because it's rough out there. It's rough out there. Rough. No gap in working. You can thank me by playing more Ace Attorney. We play once every week, okay? It was tempting to like play it today because I was tired, but I really needed to get this as much of this is done as possible as well. Yeah. It's good to feel 100% confident. Like it's like I cannot stress it enough. I think it's just like I feel really good because it's very rare that I actually feel so much confidence going to a job, that kind of thing, or like or confident of myself, And I think like it's gonna be like kind of cringe, but coming out from like Jessica's event also, like Jessica, she like, I mean, if you Jessica from Art Nights, if you haven't played Art Nights, then she's basically the sad cat crying meme, where she's crying a lot of times and stuff, and like she basically has this outlook of herself that she's unable to do a lot of things, and how she manages to do it, like get through life and stuff, is basically by being a princess. Basically like her dad is like the head of like a very big company and stuff. She has a lot of money, she can pay off other people's debts. That's how big she is, like she can be. and gets through stuff. But like when she's faced with some things where it's like, oh, can you play this the pay off the debt of this entire village? And like she's like, how much is it? I'll try to pay. And like they tell her the amount, like I can't. And like there's that helplessness that she gets. And like I think like at the end of her event, you know, she's changed her character. Like her character is developed to the point where it's like she has to find her own approach to things and basically stop apologizing, stop trying to be sorry that you can't do certain things and all that. Just do your best and stop apologizing. Just like, you know, kind of just like just yeah, just do it. Stop apologizing, stop crying and stuff. Believe in yourself more. Yeah, so I like coming off from that, like basically that's why I've been like drilling to myself. Drilling also being a Gurren Lagann reference. That I have to believe in myself more if I want to get out of here. And here's the heavens. And I think another cringe thing was that like Kelly also released a new song that kind of had those tones as well, and the message that it gave. And like it was really uplifting, and like it really helped me get through this as well. Like I like on the way to the interview I was just like having that play on my earphones, like just like keeping me like, you know, don't be nervous, you can do this, that kind of thing. You're the boss, you don't have to apologize for yourself anymore, or like even don't apologize for being there, just like, you know, work it. Yeah, so it's very rare when I can be like that, and I'm glad that I could be like that. And it's thanks also to my friends who helped me, my wife who helped me a lot and stuff. Yeah, 6-year character developments could have happened sooner. Goddamn. Um. Yeah. Um. I'm glad where I am now. You know, I also it was I think streaming helped a lot because I didn't really have much to like talk with people about. I wasn't really talking all that much, expressing myself all that much. But streaming actually helped me a lot in talking and yapping, but like I still need to work on it. Um, Maybe I'll draw the Power Phoenix. That'll be interesting. Yeah, streaming's help, especially like with, you know, being creative. It really helps in the sense where it's like, you know, I'm also doing my personal project, which is different from like work, you know. Like I think you can feel very worn out from work if you're not doing something that you like, especially as an artist, you know. Like I mean, I can only say this as an artist. I don't know how it is for the other industry sectors and stuff, but that's what hobbies are for. And like I think with being able to do your own art, do your own projects outside of work, um it really helps just kind of de-stressing. Like yeah, like you're working more, you're actually drawing more even though you already draw at work, for example. But it's like in work it kind of sucks because you're not always going to get the say in things. A lot of the times you're not the one who gets the final say in how a design looks, and you might disagree with the design. People smoking. um so yeah, I think basically me streaming and uh like me streaming and being a VTuber actually helped me a lot as well. Even though it has been, oh, it's been 2 months already. Yeah, yippee. It's been 2 months. 2 months. 2 months of streaming. Wow, we. Um Maybe I can. How are they? Okay. Yeah, this thickness, alright. Yeah, it's really helped me. And thank you guys for giving me the motivation by being here and watching me stream as well. And within 2 months, I am almost an affiliate. Nice. Ba-da-bum-bum. So that's the big news. It's basically kind of what I've been going through nowadays. Yeah, so I'll end up having less chances to cook. I'll probably have chances to cook on weekends and that's it. Unless I find ways to like prepare meals beforehand to microwave them or something or oven them or there. I don't know. But the thing is that basically with the work hours that we have now, I'll probably end up coming home at 8 and such. So it's gonna be really late. So streams will actually take a hit as well. Streams will actually be pushed back. So I'm sorry about that in advance. How do I want this perspective to be? Perspective lines, how are you? Oh really? No wait. Toto. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming like a lot later, and I'm. I mean, I hope that I can still stream as often at least. The first week of work might be rough. This first week of work might be rough. Because I don't know how the workload is gonna be like. I feel like, especially in the early stages of work, it's going to be it's gonna be a lot of getting used to. Yeah, it's gonna be getting used to like how much work they're gonna ask for me, how their work process is like for this company and stuff. Set up all that, it's gonna take a while. Yeah, hopefully it won't take a while. I don't think it will. Whoa. Yeah. First week might be rough, but you know, it would. Huh? Why is it muted? Oh my goodness.
I was like,
Have I been talking in silence this entire time?
yeah.
I didn't realize. I think I. Oh. I pressed spacebar at one point. I think I had it on my Spotify window, so it was silent. Oh god. I don't know why I also noticed so late. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's awkward. Lamau. Meh. It happens. Okay. Well, I don't have anything much to say about work. Do 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 do. Parfait. I'm making fruit parfait. I'm kind of referencing. I'm not one-to-one referencing, but I'm like referencing this. I want to search up parfaits, like fruit parfaits in Japan and stuff, and it's just like like Shiseido has like some parlor that has parfaits. So I'm like, huh, isn't Shiseido that makeup company? So I don't know if it's the same company, but I didn't really research up on it. I just saw that they have really pretty parfaits. I'm like, oh wow, okay, I'm gonna check that out. So that's why I'm referencing the parfaits from. If you want, you can Google them and like drool over how good they look and and Instagrammable they are. Instagram is only for food. No people, just food. Just food. That's all it should be. Food. Beep, 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 beep. Oh shit, hold on. I'll have this on another layer. Whoa. So I might not talk that much as well because I don't really have that much to talk about. I'm sorry. Which sucks. I shouldn't be saying that as a streamer, but I'm also a little tired. Of course, normally we would be playing Monster Hunter, but I gotta work on this. And I'm like out of stuff to say. Really. I think there was some stuff I wanted to say, but I forgot. Yeah, you wanted to say something? You're not on my group though. I'm not on my group, so they might not hear you. I can turn the mic to you.
I wanted to say early access for okay. We at least have the weekend, like Friday, because Friday is it'll be up in the evening, so get back to work.
We're not gonna sleep. No.
We're gonna get like Saturday and Sunday at least play together.
I guess. Yeah, I guess so.
And then pass on through.
Right.
Maybe I can play like through it when I'm at home and you're at work.
Uh-huh.
And then when you come back, then I'll play with you on my own.
Yeah, basically you go through you're going through the story without me as Leda, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then you play as Sarah. Okay. Well, then I mean maybe that's fine because I'm just gonna be like, usually I'm like playing Ven, but like I might change to a prof, I don't know, and that's not Ven. I haven't really thought about it. Oh yeah, so I mean, if you didn't catch on the mic, Minz was basically saying that the early access of FF14 is on a Friday, so that means I can come back from work and then we can start playing immediately and throughout the weekend. So there's that. Because I'm starting work in this new company, I'm on probation, so I can't take leave. I especially can't take leave for a video game. So yeah, we were just lamenting as like, oh no, I can't play together with Min. So yeah, I can't play together with Minz. But I wouldn't. She already booked her leave. I don't want her to like squander it on nothing. So she should just play anyway. Especially because she's prone to stumbling onto spoilers on Twitter. And I'm not. I have not. No, I'm pretty sure I've been spoiled before on Twitter. God damn it. But not from FF14. Until now, this year I will get spoiled because people cannot keep to the embargo. They need to gush about how much they love sticking their thing into things. Twitter is full of spoilers. Yes, I don't. From all the times that I've been censoring words, I don't think they've worked one bit. I've censored a bunch of words and I don't know. Maybe it's working. I don't know. Maybe it's working. I mean, sometimes I just see them because they didn't write any headline sort of caption or like any tag to it, so there's no way for Twitter to identify that, oh, this is a thing. This is the thing that should be kept secret or away or the kind of thing from me. Oh, I'm really tired now. I'm really tired of talking right now. I'm so tired. What was that? There was some other stuff I wanted to say. Oh my god. Was there anything else that happened? I didn't take notes. I don't know. Well, I guess one thing is that I went back to reverse 1999. 1999. And I was greeted by crying Sotheby and like a bunch of other characters from that game. It's just like, oh, Burton's finally back. Oh dear, dear gosh me, dear Bob. And I think it was nice. I think it was kind of like cute. Seeing Burton come back. I was thinking like, oh, is this an event or like what? I wasn't expecting a comeback event. Apparently, like Reverse 1999 has this thing where it's like, oh, if you're gone from the game for quite some time, then they will when you come back in, like it's kind of like FF14, how you get the flower on your head after you haven't played the game in a while. Basically Reverse 99 will like welcome you back, and they'll actually have a whole system where it's like, oh, if you continue playing and you continue logging in and stuff, then we can give you all these items and all that kind of thing, all these resources to help you, give you a boost from where you left off. And it helps. It's actually pretty good. So that's kind of incentivizing me to play it again. I went back because I love punchy girls. I love punchy girls, and this punchy girl is fire spirited, literally. Her name is Spathodea. At least that's a code name. I don't think her. I don't know of her. You know, like how Tooth Fairy is not exactly called Tooth Fairy, right? Like, yeah, like I'm pretty sure there's a name to her, and like, yeah. You know, Regulus isn't her actual name. No, that's her actually. Regulus actual name. Regulus. Yeah, so we got a punchy girl, and I actually wanted to, like, when she was announced in the China server, I really wanted to roll for her. But before that, I actually got really tired from playing reverse. I don't know how to start drawing a parfait. How the hell do you start drawing a parfait, man? There's so many things. Her name's actually Spathodea. No, spoilers. Spoilers.
Fuck you.
I don't know Australian names.
She's immigrant.
Immigrant from where?
Oh, really?
Well, I'll have you know, Australia, like most Australians, are in fact immigrants. Kinda true. What are the local Australian people are called Aborigines or something, right? I can't remember. I don't want to talk about Godzilla. The only thing I'll talk about Godzilla is that like I'm surprised that like I think I was thinking like, oh, is it just like the country that we're in that isn't screening Godzilla? But no, it's practically the entire Southeast Asia. Like what the hell? So basically I saw a thread under that said like, oh yeah, like so these are the countries, like it started from someone saying like, oh, who wants to watch Godzilla -1 but aren't able to, and like this person just quote retweeted that with like the entire map of like Southeast Asia, And I'm like, oh my god, wait, we all can't watch? And I went to the thread to see the replies, and like, yeah, a lot of people just can't watch. And someone said like, oh, no, yeah, okay, no, I'm not gonna talk about it in my stream. We're not gonna talk about it on the stream because it's talking about some sensitive subjects that's political, and I don't want to talk about it on my stream because I don't want people to come after my neck in case I say something wrong or something that they don't agree with, because the world just be like that. And it's no fault to them. I'm afraid of myself saying some bad things sometimes. I say a lot of bad things sometimes. And yeah. It's kind of why I don't really want to dox myself too much. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks that Godzilla -1 can't be shown here in our shores. And it's for a reason that I don't really agree with. I really don't agree with. I think it's a really outdated mindset. That's pretty much it. And no, when I say I'm tired of talking, it's more like not that I run out of topics. It's more like my mouth and throat is actually tired. They are actually tired as fuck. How long did I want the stream to be actually? I think I cut it short by a bit, did I not? Oh yeah, I put it until 11:30 a.m.
AM? Wow, 12 hours?
PM. Yeah, I get the AM and PMs mixed up. Yo. Okay. Well, the parfait, what I wanted to do was like at least want to add this honeydew here. I was thinking like I wanted the parfait to look kind of like sea themed in a sense. So I was thinking like, oh yeah, honeydew sounds good. And like honeydew, like how they position it here, it looks like a sail of a boat, you know, it's kind of cool. Although now it kind of looks like a horn, I don't know. Sailboat. Oh. The only endurance streaming I would do is Monster Hunter. I was so tempted to play Monster Hunter for stream. Maybe I'll stream, huh? Why? No, I mean, I could play Monster Hunter without you. But I knew how what? Say it. say I'm a bitch. Say I'm a bitch. No, she called me a bitch. What the hell? I need to reference how you draw your parfaits, man. I don't know how to draw food very well. Is it Mao Momiji or Momiji Mao? You will not same shit me. Same shit yourself. Damn. Maybe I'll end stream at 11:15. I'm gonna cut it short by a bit. I'm really tired. I'm gonna play Monster Hunter. Or Arc Knights, I don't know. Orc Knights. Orc Knights. Actually wait, speaking of Arc Knights, so if you haven't joined us in the last stream, I'm broke. Means it's having a time of life. Because I kind of do deserve it. I have been... I mean, you don't like me saying this, but like What?
Yeah, go on,
You-
bitch.
She called me bitch again. Hey, yeah, that was unprompted. Hey, verbal spousal abuse, and basically the last stream late into the night, I went to gacha for Viviana, a virtuoso from Arc Knight's fame, and I you know how basically in like they have a system where okay, you can spark in gacha games, you can spark, you have to roll 300 times to spark. 300 is a lot. Spark means you can redeem the unit from the store. I'm like trying to say this as like babies, like I don't know how many people here do not play mobile games. I feel like actually all of you probably play mobile games, so y'all know what Spark is. If you do know what Spark is, it's a lot of rolls to redeem the character from the shop if you don't get it, or if you want to. It's a pity system. It helps because of a legendary example from last time where someone rolled 1,000 times and couldn't get the character.
No.
Uh,
You let me tell the story.
Oh, okay.
Basically, in Grand Blue Fantasy, they have something called Zodiac. Not Zodiac. Zodiac characters, you know, like the Chinese Zodiac. So, the year that Monkey came out, that was the second Zodiac, I think, ever released.
Yeah.
Some guy spent the equivalent of $6,000 USD on his credit card. Did not get the Monkey, and people were like, the fuck? I don't know if he got the Monkey or not, but I know that he spent at least 6,000 USD worth on his credit card, and he was like, hee.
This is before this pity system got into
Yeah, so like back then, like no gacha games did not have any sort of pity system at all. It's you either roll till you get it or you just die, I guess.
Just die.
Yeah, and then like so two things was that because Grand Blue didn't really like show the, I think they did show the percentage chance, but people found out through math and calculation that the chance seemed like it was a lot lower than it actually is. And second of all, like people were like, look at this, like this guy spent 6,000 USD and couldn't even get it. So then I think it sparked so much outrage that it actually changed like Japanese law for gacha games, which is that first of all, they must have the percentage, truthful, honest percentage displayed somewhere on the gacha system. They cannot hide it, it has to be somewhere. And second of all, you must have a pity system of some sorts. So yeah, that's the pity system. And that's how it came to be.
Yep, that's a history lesson, guys. Basically, back then, gacha was even worse. So that helps. What didn't help was my unluckiness. So basically, you had to roll 300 times if you wanted a character, and if you haven't gotten a character yet, or if you gotten a character, or you want to get a duplicate of the character. I rolled a total of 270 times. It's 30 short of 300, and on the 270th roll, I got the character that I wanted, Viviana. She's not even a limited character. She's a normal unit. But I really wanted her. She was the main reason why I was there to even roll. So it sucks because I'm at the point where like I could roll another 30 times just to get a spark, but what do I even need to spark for? Because the limited character I got a total of 3 copies of her. So I potential to her. And I got a lot of other dupes. Well, not dupes. I got a few dupes. Well, 2 dupes of 6 stars. and another really cool one, which is Texas Alter, which is everyone's big meta waifu, just breaking the entire game. So yeah, that like my rolls weren't bad. That's the thing. My rolls were not bad. They were actually good. It's just that, like, you know, my luck was popping off, but it's missing at the same time. It was really good, but holy heck. Like, in the end, like, what really I was positive about was that I did get quite a bunch of 5-star bags. I feel like I got more 5-star bags than 4-star bags, which thankfully thankfully that's the case, because it could very easily be not the case, not be the case. I think it was kind of, it felt like I was hitting pity a lot, but I could clip that one thing, but I don't know how to clip. Well, I could clip it on Twitch now, I guess. Basically, I had a moment where I got a 6-star. I was like, whatever. Back-to-back 6-star, and it actually did happen. I did get back-to-back 6-star, so that was really cool. And in the end, even then, it couldn't save me. It's crazy. I should clip the entire part. I should clip the entire part on Twitch. I should highlight it on Twitch. Yeah, I should highlight it on Twitch, and you guys can actually watch it. What? Hey. I don't have any restrictions on who can clip my stuff, so I guess you can. Yeah, so I'm broke on Art Knight, so I was thinking, like, who would be the next person to bankrupt me, right?
I can clip, but it won't be permanent. You will have to, like...
Oh, I have to clip it myself.
Yeah, you have to. I can't highlight.
Okay, I'll have to highlight it. Alright. I'll highlight it. I'll highlight it myself then. So yeah, who's gonna make me broke next? I had a plan of who else to roll after this, but the plan is kind of in shambles right now. At the very least, this event will run for 3 weeks, I think, 3 weeks. So it's pretty long until the next event. The next event would be a rerun slash Degen Breakers event. Crazy Sword Lady that I also wanted because, like, well, Viviana is the candlelight, the candle knight. Degen Breaker is the black knight, and she's cool as heck. I didn't really want to roll for her until I looked at her kit again and I did a double take and I'm like, wait, no, her skill tree is actually different from Chen. Chen needs to get SP and, like, charge up her skill by attacking enemies. This character can just wait there and get it all. And I think it actually does more damage than Chen. I think it might. Chen does have the stunning capability, but nowadays so many so many enemies aren't able to get stunned. So in the end, Degen Breacher is pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't know if I can. How much I have left in my bank right now is I have less than 10 rolls. Well, okay, less than 100 rolls, which might be enough if I top up or something, but that's if I don't want to roll for another character who is coming up, which is Ray, R-A-Y, and she's a sniper who has a cute little pet and lets her snipe from far, far away. Really cool, really cute. And she's a new sniper archetype. So I have to choose between those two. And right after Ray is T-O-O's event. Sky Black event. Very dark. It won rain. Rain on the rice crops. Water those crops. Yeah. Basically the next dragon sibling, the next Nian sibling, basically China's New Year event. And for us it will be summer, which is weird. But it's cool like that, I guess. So that one has that is basically the next limited character. And she's fine, she's alright. I don't know whether I want her. I love her for her aesthetic, and her fashion sense and clothes and character design is really good, top notch. I don't know if I can take another hit of a limited. I feel like I might have to skip another limited, a limited banner, because what's coming up is another limited, back-to-back limited, which is the Rainbow Six collaboration. And they're bringing, so it's back-to-back limiteds. So in the end, I may not even roll for Dijon Breacher or Ray at all. Both of them, neither of them at all. And then there's that blood ass Holderer as well, who didn't want to come home. Now I don't know if I want to roll for him anymore. I really want his big great sword, but he doesn't want me to touch it. Piece of shit. I paid good money and he didn't want to come home. I mean, I got up to a 6-star. I guess it was like 40 rolls maybe. But I mean, if I rolled there, I wouldn't. I mean, I still would have survived, but like I don't know. Yeah, this banner took a lot of me. If I want to continue free to play, then I have to skip banners again.
You're not free to play, buy the monthly pack.
The monthly pack's like $5.
Still
It's, yeah, it's still money, but like, yeah, man. I mean, the monthly pack is a good investment also, because I think I need. Basically, after rolling so much, I do have a lot of units to build up, and the sanity potions are going to be really good for me to like get back up to speed with building up more of these 5 and 6 stars. Okay, well, my nose is blocked. I have no idea what I'm drawing for this parfait. I am sorry I have to draw this off stream. So all we did was do this part of the chair, do this table, and do this in an hour and 15 minutes. That's pretty shit. First time you're ending the stream before Kay leaves. It's true. This might be happening more often nowadays, because if I'm working, I might not be. I'm very afraid of falling asleep in office. I used to do that in my previous job, and it was really embarrassing. Aircon is very comfortable. Office aircon is comfy, except when office is dusty. I don't know. So in the free aircon, like, it was really nice to sleep. I ended up sleeping at the desk and shit, and like I dozed off. Like, I literally nodded, and I would like make a noise when I, like, my mouse would slam the table, and like my other hand would slam the keyboard, catching myself sleeping. It was really embarrassing. So I'm hoping that if I end my stream earlier and I can get more sleep, then it'll work. I need to condition myself to do that. I'm very afraid of sleeping and like giving a bad impression at my new job. Also, I didn't say, but my new job actually, I'm getting paid a lot more. I'm really happy. Cause I've been pretty much being underpaid for like the previous company for a long time, for 6 years. It was really rough. I was underpaid, but like basically I was staying on because I was actually getting paid. It's very difficult to find places outside. So I was at that point during those 6 years, I was like, I'll take anything. I will take anything. It's fine. I'll do it. And I'm glad that I have a new workplace and I have more stuff to do. Doing actual work that I might like and enjoy and hate. Who knows? But who cares about the hate, because I can draw stuff like this on my free time. I hope I'll have the energy to. We'll see how it goes. And that's it. I'm still playing music. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to turn off because my nose is getting nasally. I'm gonna talk like nasally and shit. if I keep going. Gamba on the new job. Thank you so much, Kay, for the kind words. I'll have to dip out and I'll be working on this off stream. Get some rest, take care. Thank you so much, Kay. If I really want to, maybe Friday I can stream. I don't know. Because I feel really bad working on stuff off stream and like you guys can't see what I'm working on. Well, but the thing is that like eventually you'll show it in like in a cool ass book and stuff. So I don't, okay, okay, that doesn't really make it any different, but yeah. Okay, I get to see the end product. I'll be happy. Thanks, Kay. I hope I can do the end product in time because I was hoping to finish this within this week, but look at all these leaves and stuff. I think I can finish. I'll be happy to even finish flat coloring everything, to be honest. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, I have to go off now. Okay, all those details, yeah. Look forward to the finished product. I won't finish it on stream, but I'll do the flats at least. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for coming to the stream. If you like watching me and hearing me talk, then you can give me a follow. And I'm reaching affiliate soon, so any support is welcome. Thank you. If not, if you don't, if not following, then just thank you for coming to the stream either way. Thank you so much and good night. Have a good rest, guys. The week's almost over. The work week's almost over. It's Friday tomorrow. Goodbye.